You quit on a Thursday, not dramatically, not after a blowout with your manager, not because something terrible happened. You quit because you ran the numbers at 11:43 on a Tuesday night 3 weeks before, and the numbers said something you could not unhear. You typed the projections into a spreadsheet. Salary trajectory, promotion timeline, what 65 looked like if everything went exactly right for the next 35 years. The number at the end was fine. Fine. And fine was the most terrifying word you had ever read in a spreadsheet. You quit on a Thursday. Nobody understood why. From the outside, it looked like this: a good job, a real salary at $72,000 a year, benefits, 401k match, 2 weeks vacation, a manager who respected you, a title that sounded like progress. Your parents saw stability. The word they used when they talked about it at family dinners was secure. Your friends saw a salary most of them didn't have yet and called it lucky. Your colleagues saw someone who was on track. The next promotion was 18 months away, maybe 12 if the review went well. Everyone saw the same thing: a person who had made it to a safe place and should stay there. You saw the ceiling not immediately, not at 23 when you started, not even at 27 when the first raise landed and made everything feel like momentum. You saw it at 29. You were in a meeting, a quarterly review, sitting across from your manager who had been at the company for 14 years. His salary, $94,000. His title, senior director, 14 years. You did the math in the meeting while someone was talking about Q3 projections. 14 years at this trajectory, and you end up at $94,000 and a title. That's the ceiling dressed up as a destination. You did not say this in the meeting. You wrote down Q3 projections on the notepad in front of you and looked interested. You quit 11 months later. The first 6 months after quitting are the hardest thing you have ever done. Not because of the money. You planned for this. 8 months of runway, no dependents. A side income already generating $1,400 a month. The hard part is the identity. For 7 years, the job was the answer to every social question anyone ever asked you. What do you do? I work in operations at... And now the sentence doesn't finish. You are in between. A category that does not exist in most people's understanding of how adults are supposed to be arranged. Your parents ask how the job search is going. You say it's going. You do not explain that you are not looking for a job. A friend asks if you are okay. You say yes. They look at you the way people look at someone who says yes when they clearly mean something more complicated. You are okay. You are also terrified. Both are true. You stop explaining the difference. While everyone thought you were falling apart, you were building the machine. Month 1. You launched the thing you had been planning for 2 years while employed. A consulting service. Your specific expertise sold directly to companies who need it. Without the middleman of a corporate structure taking 60% of your value and giving you a title in return. Month 2. First client. $3,200. 1 project, 3 weeks of work. Month 4. 3 clients. Combined monthly revenue, $8,400. Month 6. You clear your first $10,000 month. You do not tell anyone immediately. You sit with it for a day. Then you call one person. Just one. The person who asked if you were okay and meant it. You are 32 now, 2 years since the Thursday. Your business generates between $14,000 and $19,000 a month, depending on the quarter. You work 30 hours a week, sometimes less. The hours belong to you in a way they never did when someone else was paying for them. Your net worth, $260,000. Brokerage, $94,000. Business equity, $80,000. Cash reserves, $46,000. Roth IRA, $40,000. If you had stayed, if you had taken the promotion that was 18 months away, your salary today would be $86,000 a year. Your net worth would be approximately $90,000. The gap between those two numbers, $170,000. That is what the Thursday cost. Or rather, That is what the Thursday returned. Nobody understood why you quit. Most of them still don't. They see the business now. They see the numbers when you share them. They say you were brave. You were not brave. Brave implies you were not afraid. You were afraid the entire time. You were just more afraid of the spreadsheet than you were of the uncertainty. More afraid of fine at 65 than of terrified at 30. The ceiling was real, you saw it clearly. You walked out from under it on a Thursday when nobody was watching, and the machine you built on the other side of it runs every morning whether you show up or not. That is what the Thursday was for